to the show. Who here has heard of the hot girl walk? How about the spicy trend? Well, whether you have or you haven't, get ready to spice things up because we're gonna bring the heat today. We're kicking things off as per usual in the kitchen with my pineapple chipotle pork tenderloin. This recipe is gonna add like sweet, smoky spiciness to your dinner routine, and I'm very, very pumped about it. So to get started on this dish, I wanna make kind of sort of like a smoky, sweet, delicious, spicy kind of barbecue sauce situation. We all know I love a sauce. I'm like, food is mainly a vehicle for sauce in my house. So to get started on this, I've got a little food processor here, but a smoothie blender would work, a regular blender, anything you've got that's gonna blitz stuff up. Into there, I wanna add in half a cup of fresh pineapple. So I've got that here. To be honest, if you wanted, you could also use canned. Fresh, though, has a ton more acidity to it, which is really, really nice with that spicy heat. So in goes that pineapple. And then into there, I'm gonna add in a 1/4 cup of chipotle in adobo. Now, if you've ever bought chipotle in adobo before, you know you find it kind of near the salsa in that kind of aisle. It comes in a can, and essentially what this is it's chipotle peppers, and there's a little bit of sauce in there, there's some onions, there's garlic, there's tons of flavoring. And fun fact about me, what I usually do with this is I take it, as soon as I get it home, I blitz it up in a food processor, and I store it in a little container in my freezer. Because rarely do you use this whole can. That way it stays fresh for longer, you can use it whenever you want, and you're good to go. Now, we're gonna use a 1/4 cup of this, and you'll see what I mean. It's kind of hard to measure, but this is like a loose 1/4 cup, because essentially there's those big peppers in there that are nice and plump and smoky, but then there's also all this delicious kind of sauce situation. So just like 2 big scoops is what you're looking for. Maybe a little bit more of that sauce for a little bit of smoothness. And chipotle are really nice and smoky. They're really, really tasty. There's a good amount of heat in there, but that pineapple is gonna balance things out. Now, I'm just gonna blitz that up, but before I do, I'm gonna add in a clove of minced garlic. So I've minced that up because I get a little bit of a bad rep for this. I always put minced garlic into my food processor, and a lot of people are like, why? This thing's gonna do the chopping for me. But garlic takes a lot longer to break down, so kind of getting everything together in there with that garlic already chopped makes things happen much quicker. So I'm gonna pulse that up. And you're making the weirdest, spiciest smoothie you've ever seen in your life. But just as easy as that, that is looking beautiful. So I'm just gonna tilt that. I know, right? Not too shabby. I'm gonna put that on into a pot, and then I do wanna cook this down with a little bit of extra flavoring. So for a little bit of acidity, I'm gonna add in some lime juice, just about 3 tablespoons worth. And anytime you use a lime or any sort of citrus, I like to give it a bit of a roll on my cutting board first. What this does is it kind of breaks apart all those little membranes on the inside, and it makes it more juicy. So if you get like a bum lime, give it a bit of a roll and you're good to go. So add that, oh, that was good, that's a good lime. Add that juice right on in. It's the worst, but this time of year, when it is kind of colder seasons, it's actually citrus season. So this is my way of reminding myself that the sun exists somewhere. My citrus intake goes up like crazy this time of year, but it is so tasty and delish. So that's in there. Now for a little bit more sweetness, I'm gonna add in some honey, just about 3 tablespoons of that. This is gonna give a bit of floralness, which is really, really tasty. If you wanted to, you could also do brown sugar, but that's gonna be like really punchy and sweet. That is looking great. Now for a little bit of roundness, I'm gonna toss in 2 tablespoons of butter. Now butter, honestly, one of my favorite ingredients in the world. It just rounds everything out, makes it really nice and tasty, kind of tempers that spice a bit. So I'm gonna pop that over the heat. I want that about medium low, and I want that to simmer for about 8 to 10 minutes just to bring those flavors together. So while that does its thing, we're gonna talk about pork tenderloin. Now, pork tenderloin is kind of, in my opinion, it's kind of like the new chicken breast. Anytime chicken breasts aren't on sale, pork tenderloin's on sale. So I like to rotate it in my grocery shop. It's really, really great, reasonably priced, super lean, and it's quick cooking, which I love. So I've got a pork tenderloin here, and I put a little bit of oil onto that and seasoned it with salt and pepper. Anytime I'm looking to sear meat, I don't put the oil in the pan, I put it on the meat. It makes for less splashing, less splatter, so saves you on cleanup, which is a good thing. And this is a weird thing about pork tenderloin, in my personal opinion. It's not square and it's not round, it's kind of a triangle. So you wanna sear it on each side for about 2 to 3 minutes. And as you can see, there's this side, and then there's that side that's down. So that should take about anywhere from 6 to 9 minutes total. So I'm just gonna transfer that onto a sheet pan lined with a little bit of parchment paper. Now at this point, this pork tenderloin is not cooked. It is doing its thing, but we are gonna finish cooking that in the oven. We've got that beautiful sauce that has cooked down. It smells so good. It's spicy, it's sweet, it's out of control. I'm just gonna take about half of this, pour that onto my pork tenderloin, and then using just who doesn't love sauce, honestly? It's the best thing in the world. Brush that out. That's gonna cook down around this pork tenderloin. This makes for a great main, but it also makes really good taco filling if you wanna fancy up your taco game. I am saving a little bit of that sauce though, because that's gonna be great for serving. But right now, this needs to go into my 425 oven for about 15 to 18 minutes, or until that pork tenderloin is cooked through to your liking. I've got one. Where's my pork tenderloin? Oh, he's in the oven. Of course he is, Mary. I've got one right here. You usually want to let this rest for a good amount of time, probably about 5 to 10 minutes, but like, look at that little pork tenderloin right there. Like, beautifully cooked, golden brown, and totally delish. So now I'm just gonna transfer this onto my cutting board. Again, usually I would let this rest for about anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. That would be absolutely perfect. And I'm gonna slice this baby up. Now, pork tenderloin, this recipe calls for 2 because it's a weird kind of shape and size of meat. To be honest, I think this serves anywhere from 2 to 3 people. So I usually cook 2 because then you're gonna feed 4 to 6. No one's mad at leftovers for pork tenderloin. That's always a good thing. Now to slice this baby up, just get your good sharp knife and slice right on through. That is perfectly cooked pork tenderloin. That beautiful sauce has cooked down around it. You've got that little bit of a blush going on the inside. It is tender, it's true to its name, I'm not gonna lie. I just love to slice her up, nice and thick, absolutely beautiful. And then just take that pork tenderloin, pick her up, and I'm just gonna pop it onto a serving dish. That is looking totally delish. Fan it out a little bit. Serve that baby up with a little bit of some grilled pineapple on the side, just to mimic what's going on in there. That sauce gets popped on there too, looking beautiful. Maybe a little bit of cilantro on there, just for a bit of green, and you are looking like a dream. That takes no time to throw together. Now, I don't eat pork tenderloin, but I do love making it, and I do love sharing food with new friends. And speaking of new friends, this is my new friend, Walter. How's it going? Thank you, Walter. Now, Walter, you're a repeat customer. I feel like you've been to this show before.
Yes, I have.
Yes, you have. How are you?
Good, good.
Where'd you come in from today?
Milton.
Milton. Okay, you did the 401. That's pretty good. Ugh, the worst. Do you want to give this a taste?
Oh, absolutely.
We've got that pineapple on there, that little bit of chipotle, that little bit, oh man. Walter, also, did you know your name is like my favorite name?
Really?
It's an excellent name. Not enough Walters in the world, I feel like.
Thank
you. Yeah. Is it good?
Oh my God.
Yeah, right? Thank you, sir. All right, Walter's in. You gotta try this one. Hey, Mary here. What did you think? Drop your comments below and don't forget to like and subscribe for more of the good stuff.